guys? Welcome to another beautiful hunt. The beautiful hunt. The most beautiful of hunts. Mr. and Mrs. CELESTEELA. I don't know who Mr. I don't know who they are, but we're shittinglying today, looking for him, seeing what we can do. Looking for the white leek or white onion to show up. What's up, 7bot? What's up, Go Looper? Good to see you. Giratina, aka the artist formerly known as Bruxish. What's up, Go Looper? Cheese, good to see you here. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Shittingly? Shittingly is just what it says right before it's about to be shiny. Right before it's about to be shiny. All right, here we go. Pokemon Ultra Moon. See, look, it says shiningly. And then it might be shining. We don't know. We don't know. It says it's going to shine, but we just got to check and make sure. Today, let's see, we got to 470 yesterday, so that should get us up to 940 today. It'd be nice if we could get to a hot thou. We'd have to do a couple more. We'd have to do 530, so we'd have to do 60 more resets, but it'd be nice if we can get to a hot thou. If we don't get a whole lot of errors, right? If we don't get a whole lot of errors on the 3DS, I think it's possible that we could get to a hot thou, unless, of course, we find the thing before it gets a chance to get to a hot thou. My Pokemon home from 2 streams ago finally traded. I was waiting for stream to check. Nice, man. What'd you get what'd you trade for? Brandon, what's up, dude? How are you? Goodest of mornings to you. Sir Brandon. My son looked up from his homework, okay, and asked me, Dad, what's an acorn? I smiled and explained, well, in a nutshell, it's an oak tree. Wow. Shucks rat. What's up? What's up with you? 1 subscriber. Joined July 20th, 2024. Oh, man. Just 1 sub? Wow. Just 1 sub. Poor little guy. He used an emoji that's very angry. He's a very angry boy. Very angry boy. That's okay. There's only so much we can do. Listen, there's only so much you can do for someone. Owen Wilson quote. Wow. All right, nothing there. I feel like this one's going to be difficult for me to see. I don't know why. Like I'm going slow with my resets, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be difficult. I think it'll be very apparent. But I don't know for sure. We'll see. We'll see. Nothing. Owen Wilson was a cowboy. Owen Wilson, I watched that movie with him and Vince Vaughn where they intern at Google. That's a movie that didn't really age too well. I also, yeah, I don't know. It didn't age super well. That's all I'll say. I would watch it again, like in a couple of years, and see if it continues to age as poorly as it did. But yeah, you know, sometimes that's just how it do. Sometimes that's just how she do. Oh well. All right, 486. So we're doing all right. I got a Alolan Vulpix. That's not too bad. Is it shiny at least, or is it just an Alolan Vulpix? There's a few older movies during that peak comedy era that didn't age well. And it's not even that this one like is bad all around. There's just a few things where I'm like, that's a questionable choice. That's a questionable decision to make. Oh well. Celesteela. Is there a correct way to install toilet paper? Does it really matter? I think that the actual correct way is with the roll going forward instead of pulling it from the backside. I think it pulls from the front. I think that's the technical proper way to do it. Shiny Pokehunts, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. But I don't think it really matters. I think the only thing that's important to do is if you go to someone's house and their toilet paper roll is one way, you should always flip it to be the exact opposite. I think that's all that really matters, is just, can you flip someone else's toilet paper roll? That's what I would want to see. As long as it rips from the roll and not elsewhere, that's all that matters. Yeah, I don't know. You're sadistic? No, dude. I'm just an innovator. I'm just innovative. That's what I do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all team bidet though now. Now that we got that new really nice one, that's where it's at. Okay, 494. Doesn't really matter, I feel like. I think it does, though. I think it does. I think it's super important. I think it's one of the most important things that we'll ever discuss here on this stream. I think on this live stream, it is the most important thing we'll ever chat about. Rianne, what it do? How you doing? Rianne, I've decided that I'm going to take a trip. I'm going to take a trip to the UK. I'm going to go find wherever it is that you are, and I'm going to chew food very loudly with my mouth open. Using a box cutter down the center of a roll in a public setting and leaving? That's true. It's really mean. Shouldn't carry a box cutter around, though. That's just dangerous. That's just a silly choice. This is what I'm deciding. I'm deciding this is how I'm going to spend my life. Just finding you and chewing food loudly, mouth open, right next to you. Mega rolls are annoying because most don't fit holders. Well, maybe buy a holder designed for a mega roll. I also think mega rolls are a scam. I don't know why. I just feel like they're a scam. I can't like quantify or qualify why it's a scam, but I just feel confident that it is a scam. I don't exactly know why. But there's just something about it. Doesn't it feel like a scam? Where it says like, this is twice the sheets and half the roll or something like that, or twice the roll and triple the sheets. It's like, it's the same amount of sheets. So what's the deal? Astro, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Nothing. 2 little green onions. What is this thing based on? I never say what is this thing, but what is it based on? Is it based on a leak? Based on bamboo? It kind of looks like it's based on bamboo. I think it's based on bamboo. Like Steel Bamboo, which would also be a sick band name. Steel Bamboo. Bamboo and Rockets. We're Steel Bamboo. Who still uses 1-ply? That's even more annoying. I don't really know. I didn't even know they sell 1-ply. Whenever I fly or travel anywhere, I always bring a roll of toilet paper because I never trust the hotel's toilet paper. Hotel toilet paper is a scam. A giant scam. The story was an old couple thought it was bamboo and cares for it, and then it powered up and flew to the moon. Oh. It's weird lore. Septic users with an issue-prone tank. Skeptic. Who has travels with toilet paper in their bag? Me. Always. Every time. At least according to the Sun and Moon anime. That's such an interesting thing. Like for a couple to stumble upon this and be like, well, look at this thing. Look at this little bamboo. Let's grow this bamboo. Oh my gosh, that bamboo went to the moon. Are you kidding? Guess you can do Dynamax Adventures now? Let's go, Astro. That's awesome. That's so sick. Dynamax Adventures are a ton of fun. You also have a fanny pack with you on vacation, white socks with flip-flops. Fanny pack sometimes, white socks with Crocs always. Always. Socks and Crocs is where it's at. It's buried in the ground, so its head was a little smiling bamboo shoot. There's some rather saucy lore in Pokemon looking at you, Bennett. Yeah, well, if it's not appropriate, let's not even reference it, you know? Depending on what saucy means. Like, saucy means different things to different people. Could be actual sauce. I want to complete the deck so I can get the Shiny Charm. That's what I would do. Dynamax Adventures 1 in 100 is totally worth it. 1 in 300, definitely not worth it. 1 in 300, just as an example, for the time that it takes to do one Dynamax Adventure, 1 in 300 would be the equivalent of hunting in Wormhole's full odds. Basically, you're looking at a 1 in 4096 full odds Wormhole hunt. So really getting the Shiny Charm makes it more reasonable. Like, for sure. It's all created by the loss of a child. Yeah, it's true. Squirtle. What's up, Venus? How's it going? I know that's true. Jeez, I will give you that one. I will give you that. No, Venus, I'm not going to do that. Watch the caps. I have formulated an evil plan. It turns out my new Minecraft server has a mod that adds Big Chungus statues, so I'm gonna spread the reign of Big Chungus to all. Nice. Nice. Love I never played Minecraft with mods. I've only ever played vanilla. I don't know. I don't usually mod my games. Cheese, I got a question for you. Do you have an Aldi near you? Have you heard about poor Rowlet? I don't know. Supposedly, Paldean Fates mini tins are going on sale at Aldi tomorrow. Hi, Hefty. All right, hey, Venus. I don't know what your deal is today, buddy, but wrap it up. Whatever your deal is, whatever this is, stop. Aldi has double smoked cheddar cheese. Dude, Aldi's meats and cheese is delicious. Journey drops Friday at GameStop and Best Buy. It sure does. Unfortunately for me, I won't be able to go wait in line to get any of it because I have a job. So it's going to be a bummer. Do you know in parts of the world there's a shop called Lidl that looks and functions exactly like an Aldi? Really? That's interesting. Yeah, it'd be nice to go and wait in line and not do anything, but oh yeah. LIDL is the name of it. Lidl. Interesting. LIDL. No, interesting. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. I had no idea. I love Aldi though. Aldi stuff is really good. When signed, it looked exactly the same. Well, yeah, you emulate greatness. Some businesses just say like, hey, they did this really well. We can do it the same and then a little better and make a few changes. And that's usually what they do. That's cool. Amber dropping 2 months. Wow. Wow. 2 months of support, or 2 months, 2 months, 2 years, 2 years. That's awesome. Amber, thank you so much for 2 years, 24 months. Hefty, stop it. 24 months. Amazing. You guys, let's get some hype in the chat for Amber. Let's see. Roses are red, acorns are brown. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Nice. Nice. Good one. Two wars? At least 2 months. Yes. At least 2 months. Apparently, Cheese Journeys, like, nobody's really excited about the set, though. Apparently, the cards are super mid. I think the same company, but different name for different languages. No, I just Googled it. Different company, owned by 2 completely different groups. I got my Pokeradar mail Bidoof this morning. Nice, man. That's awesome. How long did that take? Did you combo to 40? Or combo to 39, I guess? You know what I meant? Hey, what's up, Clocky? Comboed to 39. I know what you meant. Sweet. Awesome. In the UK, at least my part, we have Lidl and Aldi. That's cool. Venus. Hey. Hey. Venus, this is your final warning. This is it. Final warning. I just found Lo-Fi Dayman. No way. That's the coolest. What's up, Razzie? All right, Venus, you get a choice here. You get a choice. I'm gonna give you the choice. You stop right now, or I remove you from the channel. Whole channel. Your choice. I'm giving it to you right now. Your next message determines everything, buddy. We're playing a fun game. Hi, Carly. Is my wrench a joke to you? No, of course not. Of course not. Never. Is it a joke to you is the real question. A like goal of 42. Way too many. What's the best joke you've ever heard on a live stream? Oh, God. I don't think that I've ever heard a good joke on a live stream. I think that good jokes have come out of live streams. I think those are the best ones. What's up, Bozai? How we doing? Good to see you. Brandon, 42 is way too many. We got to be incremental here, baby. We got to be incremental. Your dono goal. I know. How about it? How about it? Thank you to whoever just subscribed. Super appreciate you. Thanks, Brandon. Poor Brandon. I mean, they said best joke. None of Brandon's jokes are even like remotely close. The best. Yo, thank you to whoever just subscribed, bringing us up to 4716. You're amazing. I apologize for believing you are awesome and exceed any goal I set. This is true. You do believe that, and I usually do, but I like to be incremental. You know what I mean? Like, I like for people to look at it and say, well, 26, that's achievable, but 42? It's big time. It's big time, homie. It's big time. Hefty. Has Brandon ever said one of the best? Has Brandon ever said the best and the funniest joke you've ever heard on a live stream? Of all the times you've watched live streams, has Brandon said the best joke ever? Has he said good jokes? Yeah. Great jokes? Yeah. Awesome jokes? Yeah. Has he said the best joke? No. No, he hasn't. Sets that record every day. No, he doesn't. You're lying. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, Argentina. Don't do it. Don't you do it. We don't even talk about most of Bernice's. Yeah, or Bernephews. We don't. See, even that was funnier than half of Brandon's stuff, and that was garbage. No offense, Brandon. Love you. The Always Sunny in the background, dude. Alchemy. They gotta be paying tribute. If you're not paying tribute, what are you even doing here? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Well. Kind of sad that my wormhole hunts are done. Not like that sad, but sad enough. This is a great way to get shiny legendaries. Medium well. Do you know there's people out there that say medium? Like not medium, they say medium. Like M-E-E-J-U-M. Hey, what's up, Baja? We doing? Morning's going good. Morning's going real good. Medium, yeah. I traded Starly for Shiny Arceus on BDSP. Nice. It's a good trade. Real good trade. Not for the other person. For you, great trade. I think I bricked my computer last night. What? How does one do that? Couldn't make it the past 2 streams because I had 2 tests and actually had to sleep. Ah, 7bot. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Come to my streams instead. All right. Tuesday's the most productive day of the week. What are we going to do? What's going to be productivity here? God, what an annoying turd he is. Whoever it was that invented... Actually, does anybody else, Carly or Razzie, do you want me to unhide him so one of you can ban him just because it's fun? Like, I'm more than willing to do that. Why did you update your BIOS? Peanut butter banana time. Giratina has left the Shadow Realm to hang out here. I thought you don't update the BIOS like ever unless your computer's experiencing major issues. Can you roll back? Is that possible? Get Brandon to do it? No. The upload speeds on my computer were looking weird. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know much about it. All I know is that you're not supposed to touch your BIOS typically unless you have an issue. But I guess if that's an issue. BIOS updates can help with performance tweaks. They also can brick your computer. Yeah, Cheese is making a good point. Like when you update your BIOS, the boot is the boot order proper, because that's another thing that can definitely get changed. Is if your boot order is not booting from the proper drive, then yeah. Unplugged all your drives. Grandma told me I should never touch my BIOS. It's true. Still won't boot into BIOS. Never goes towards the motherboard splash screen. Even if you do like, is there like a BIOS flash option on the back of your motherboard or no? One question that I did have for Carly and Razzie, whenever, like Razzie particularly, I know you're going to be streaming soon. You and I have pretty similar computers. When you are or when you're streaming OBS, what is its CPU at? Like, what's the CPU percentage when you're streaming? Realized my boot was in the wrong order, so I was given the boot and had to put my PC in the boot of either my boots and drive it to the drugstore. The UK needs to figure out this boots thing, because I understood that sentence, but that's a ridiculous sentence. Bakugo, if I had to choose one Pokemon as a pet, which one? Snorlax. Augustin, thank you so much, man. Yeah, it was an awesome Pidgey. I have to remember to let you know. Yeah, I'll message you during your stream, but yeah, I'm curious to know what your CPU is. I finally caught Shalfa Glade from PLA. Nice, that's amazing. Try to remove the CMOS battery and the reset button and still nothing. I would honestly go to like r/tech support or r/PC Master Race, maybe. One of those might be able to help out. Or ChatGPT, dude. Seriously. ChatGPT is like unreal for tech solutions. I don't know what it is, but like, I'm just going to briefly go and ask it because I love that. Charizard? Yeah, I mean, Charizard would be cool. Fly around on that thing. Let's see. I updated my BIOS and now my computer won't load past the motherboard splash screen. Did I brick it? Here we go. What is ChatGPT? Failed BIOS update can brick your computer, but there are a few steps you can try before assuming the worst. Stuck on the motherboard splash screen. No boot to BIOS or OS. Keyboard may or may not respond beep codes or error LEDs, depending on your motherboard. Power cycle system. Clear the CMOS. Remove the jumper. Try a BIOS recovery. BIOS flashback. Let's see. I'll say what board I have. It is a X470 Aorus motherboard 5 Wi-Fi. Here we go. Let's see what it has to say. So good for Shiny to appear every 1 or 2 streams rather than the Nidoran that took 10 streams. No kidding. What? The next LTT? What is LTT? Yeah, you know me. Still have to try a recovery tool with off a USB stick, but I'm not hopeful. Okay, let's see. This is the easiest potential fix. Use the CMOS jumper. Power off the PC. Locate the CLR CMOS jumper on the motherboard, labeled CLR CMOS near the battery. Use a flathead screwdriver jumper to short the 2 pins for about 10 seconds. Plug the power back in and try a boot. That's number 1. Henry, what's going on? Linus Tech Tips. Oh, I don't know what that is. Next thing is power off, unplug, remove the CR2032 battery from the motherboard, wait 5 to 10 minutes, reinsert the battery, try again. Clocky, I'm not sure. Try dual BIOS recovery. Your board has dual BIOS, which can automatically revert to a backup if the main BIOS fails. Power off the PC, hold the power button for 10 plus seconds to force a fail boot. Do this 3 to 5 times in a row and this can trigger the BIOS to kick in. Manual BIOS switch. Some of them have a physical switch labeled BIOS SW or similar. Interesting. Henry, how's it going, dude? There we go. That's ChatGPT tech support coming in. I'm telling you, the thing's super smart. I don't know what it is, but it's a smart thing. Reet, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. Are you getting the Switch too? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I was going to, so I was literally thinking about updating my BIOS this weekend, and now I've decided that I'm absolutely not going to touch it. Hardbound or paperback for what? Books? I don't really read books, but hardbound for sure. But yeah, 7bot definitely will be getting the Switch too, for sure. And Henry, glad to hear you're doing well, buddy. That's awesome. Nothing and nothing. Yeah, definitely will be getting Switch too. I'm gonna try and potentially buy 2 of them. If I can, with the goal of buying one for me and the goal of buying a second one to resell on the secondary market to a kid or family that didn't get one because I took it at 0 markup. That's my goal. Console will be heavily available. That's the rumor that I've heard as well, is that they're going to overproduce to beat scalpers, but I'll see what it's going to look like. If there's a chance that a scalper's not going to be able to get it, I'm going to try and get two to be able to give one to somebody who needs it for money. Like I'm not going to lose money, but like if I'm going to be making a push for it and I'm going to be able to get one on release day or 2 on release day, try and help somebody out. It's my new goal with Pokemon cards too. Like if I find somewhere like I don't really need that, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to try and get it to someone who does, because I'm over these scalpers. They're ruining my day. Playing Mario Kart. Good luck with the shiny. Thanks so much, Henry. Appreciate you. Now, I know that there's an argument that could be made like, hey, if you just didn't buy 2 of them, why don't you just, you know, not buy a second one? Because what if a scalper gets that second one? I'd rather go in my hands. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm thinking. There are leaks about ZA Megas. Yes, that's true. That's true. Hey, bartender, I need an angel scalping. Yeah, but the leaks aren't from any credible source, so I don't really know if I believe it yet. But we'll see. There's no leaks as to who they are though. If there are new megas, there's no leaks as to what the megas are. But yeah. Check Centro. Yeah, I still don't believe it. If it's better performance, I'll get it, but if it's not, I might not. Oh, it's definitely going to be better performance. Has to be. Send it to me on Discord, geez. We're going to keep it out of chat just in case there's people here that don't want to hear it. It's a ridiculous amount. It certainly is. Now, if it's true or not, different story. Yeah, see, I'm doubting it's... I don't really care either way. Like, it'll be... whether or not it's true, the game's going to come out. We're going to play it. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, Centro, who got exactly 0% correct about the DLCs. Yeah, exactly. Like... The reality is I don't want to get any sort of hopes up or learn anything about it, because at the end of the day, like, it's same with the DLCs. I thought I was going to be able to shiny hunt legendaries, and I was not able to shiny hunt legendaries. So, you know. Name my Garchomp Natsu from Fairy Tail. Nice. That's awesome. It's a good name. Depends how much better it had to be. At least 60 FPS to be worth it, which is possible as the Switch is only 30. I just think in general it's going to run better. I would assume it's going to be 60 frames per second. Like, I think that that's kind of just like a standard at this point in time, but you never know. Nintendo finds a way to fumble the bag on all of their performance for every single one of their systems and games. I don't know if they've ever had a game that has performed to the current standard of what the market has. I actually don't know if there's any hardware leaks on the Switch 2 so far, or any hardware announcements. I'm guessing there's not, but I haven't looked. The leaks are just guesses and clickbait. Yeah, more likely than not, that's what they are. But yeah, I haven't actually looked to see if there's any hardware info. If it can, it will definitely outperform the Steam Deck. I can tell you right now, there is a 0% chance that the Switch 2 outperforms the Steam Deck. 0%. Learn some stuff on April 2nd. They should have done it April 1st. Here at Super Nintendos are slowly overclocking due to the degradation of components over the last several decades. You know what? I actually have heard that. I saw a Reddit post about it the other day, which is awesome. That's so good. That's such a funny thing. I wonder when, I mean, eventually those systems have to have a lifespan. And my guess is if they're starting to overclock, that lifespan's coming up soon. But what does that mean, dude? Does that imply that like certain games are going to run at a higher frame per second than they previously did? Can't we all just be patient and enjoy a new system with new games like we used to? No, the days of that are gone. This is the thing about internet influencer culture, right? We say like, can't we just be patient, enjoy a new system with new games? But then we go and we watch videos by YouTubers who are like, blah 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 blah, and then you're like, oh my god, and then that hypes you up. But it's literally they're just poisoning your mind with false info, poisoning your mind with clickbait. That's all they're doing, and we play right into it. I was talking to my mom about the Switch 2 and saying how it's good performance. She told me to ask the employees at EB Games. They know all the Nintendo secrets. Nah, man, like you'll find out all the information online, but it's going to be more powerful than the Switch. The Switch is 8 years old. The Switch is literally a dated system. So if you think about an 8-year-old system against and think about the technology that's evolved in 8 years, even if they started development on it 2 years ago, even the tech that's evolved in 6 years is more than what was there 8 years ago. So realistically, it's going to be a stronger system. It genuinely, there's no way that it won't be. There's no possibility of it being the same or weaker. I just hope that it can compete. That's it. The internet is the mousetrap of our brains and we're all stepping in the glue trap. It's true, but we choose to. We know it's a glue trap and we still step in it. Pulling their news from 4chan, right, exactly. Makes no sense. Well, my brain is a squirrel and it's lacking the trap. Well, that's good because it's not a squirrel trap, it's a mouse trap. So you should be fair. It's licking the trap. Oh, licking it. Understood. But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily have issues. I don't necessarily have issues with the leaks and stuff like that. Like that's fine, but it's the same. You can't put too much stock in it either. It's the same exact thing as the DLCs. We all thought that it was going to be this amazing legendary shiny hunting experience, and it turns out to be a nothing burger, which is a bummer. But yeah, performance wise, I really am hoping that Nintendo does not fumble the bag on that one, but they have historically been bag fumblers, so who knows? Genuinely, I'm not sure. Licking the Trap was a metalcore band I was in back in the mid 2010s. Nice. That would have been like a decent era for metalcore. I only put stock in Doge. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Wouldn't do any of that. Only reason I got the Scarlet DLC is because Shield DLC was good. Yeah. Love to see an upscaling of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, sort of like what we see on emulator mods using RTX graphic cards. I don't know. I wonder, like, I don't know. Doesn't Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild run pretty good as is on the Switch? So I'm sure if you put it on a higher performance, it's just going to instantly or like naturally just run better. Purple Cloud Rebellion was my high school band. Oh yeah? Was that actually your high school band? Nothing there, nothing there. My friend wanted Shiny Yveltal. He spent so long looking for it on Dynamax raids before realizing it was Shield exclusive. That's a bummer. It's a bummer. Should have had someone with the path. All you gotta do is find a buddy. You guys, thanks so much for the 18 likes today. Super appreciate y'all. Band I was in during high school. Nice. I got 12 minutes before school, so good luck. Shiny hunting and a like. Gamer Fart, thank you for coming in, dropping a like. RTX 4090 4K Breath of the Wild and mine will be blown. I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure it looks good, but you know, to expect a 4090 in a gaming system is absurd. That would cost Nintendo so much. Cost us so much. The amount of money we would have to spend if there was a 4090 in a system is ridiculous. I would never in a million years ever pay 4090 prices for a console when I could build a computer with 4090 in it. There's no way. Like, there's absolutely no way. It's crazy how powerful the 5090 is. Like, I have a 4070, and looking at the 5090's like Cinebench tests, it is insane how powerful that thing is. At 4K 40 frames per second with just a GTX 1070, and it wasn't that crazy. So the Wii U version. Oh, gotcha. Sometimes you build a computer and then you break it. Sometimes you just break it. Sometimes you just build a computer and then you ruin it. I'm sure it's survivable. So imagine something like a PS5 with Nintendo games. It'd be awesome. It'd be absolutely awesome. But it just, I don't know. Nintendo has always been under the current standard for graphics and power in all their systems. Maybe not the originals, but yeah. Crystal Goth, what's up? All feels vaguely familiar, so I'm sure I've done this before. Yeah, let me know what the solution is too. They maybe like the N60. That's the other thing. They were pioneers of power. They make up for it with the games. Sometimes they do. One of the solutions I read online was that I'd have to get an old CPU. I really hope that's not it either. That would stink. I don't know. Maybe the GameCube, I guess, could be considered like comparable, but like the fact that the Wii was released with component and composite and 480p as the max that you could play on is absurd. It's absurd. HDMI was the standard. The fact that the Wii, if I'm not mistaken, was playing in like 4:3 or 16:9 even as an option is wild. Absolutely stunningly wild. 9950X3D. Dude, I thought that the 9950X3D is not the best. Isn't it the 9800X3D? I thought it was the 9800. Isn't it? I thought the 9950 was not as good. Thought I remembered reading that it's kind of a bummer CPU. Like, not a good bang for your buck. Is that an Intel or AMD? AMD. I have the 7800X3D and it's amazing. It's seriously like ripping. Anyone know how to take the power supply out of a PC? I have a PC that's 10 years old. I'm pulling apart for practice. Can't get these last couple parts out for the life of me. It just depends on your case. Depends on the power supply. When did I become a member? I'm not sure. This month for sure. We've had a lot of gifted memberships this month. Like a really large amount of gifted memberships, which is super cool. That's true. The physical recovery time of selling your own kidney is definitely far less than the fact of selling someone else's. I'm not doing this Registeal this week, and I'm already so bored of it. Why are you bored of it? What's up, Dr. Fiend? How we doing, buddy? Good to see you. I was gonna say brother and then buddy all at the same time, and I went with like buddy. But how you doing, man? Good to see you. Celesteela. Proudy, buddy. Baja brings up good points. I have a 7900X and an Intel 770. It's met, does what it needs to do. Open box, use components, gets the job done. Yeah, I have not seen anything from an Intel CPU that leads me to believe that they're ready to compete yet, but I'm sure they will be someday. Got my shiny charm and violet the other day. Nice. Heck yeah, you did. Gonna nap between working my butt off doing university work. Feel that. I remember those days. I remember those days right around, yeah, beginning of April. Exams are coming up. Weather's starting to turn, so all you want to do is be outside doing things. AMD CPUs are way better at multitasking. They are. They are. God, I remember those days. I remember like literally feeling like I have to study right now, but the weather was so nice and everyone was going outside. Nice weather things. What's up, Crystal? Good to see you. Good morning. God, that was a yawn. Crystal, how's your day going? I know you're probably just getting started, right? Just 6:30 in the morning, bright and early. B&E. I love nice weather things, dude. I am so ready for nice weather things. Nice weather things are my favorite. Your yawn got me. I'm so sorry. That was really ignorant. Ben Munning, what's up, dude? It's going good. We are just cruising on through these Celesteela checks. 200 already today. 200 Celesteelas done. Pretty crazy. Excited to get Archie out to touch some grass. Yeah, man. Has he ever seen grass, or has it just been snow? Thought I'd already typed hello. I guess not. You did the hey ya, just like the outcast. You seen some grass? Yeah, man, seen some grass. That's good. It's good. I'm glad that the snow is starting to let up. But yeah, I'm really excited just to be outside again. We've had so much snow since haven't had much snow since February. We had a little bit last night, but it doesn't make it through the night. Like it'll snow at night, and then by the time morning rolls around, the snow's gone. So we're kind of at that phase. This weekend, it's supposed to be really warm. It's supposed to be in the 70s this weekend, but I think it's supposed to rain all day. But I might still toss some meat on the smoker, depending. Don't know what I want to do. Just Canadian things. It really is. It really is. I don't know. I'm super done with winter though. This winter was really brutal. Winter was a really tough one. It just felt like it was never going to end. It truly just felt like it was going to go nonstop. Excited to mow my lawn again, dude. I'm excited to have a lawn to mow. I remember having a Celeron 366 megahertz laptop with 32 megabyte RAM back in college. Played StarCraft and helped with word processing. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Made a change to how to choose the time for my shiny form. I have a random wheel with 10% chance to be shiny and 20 and 5% chance for 2 secret forms. Interesting. Like never ending story. Turn around. Look at what you see. Yes. Just like the never ending story. I think Arizona might be my next home after this winter. I feel that. But it'd be really hot. And sometimes I think about like, is 3 months of really miserable weather for like 3 months of mild weather and 3 months of great weather? Is it worth trading for like Arizona hot for like 7 months? I don't know. It's dry heat. It's still hot. 100 degrees is still 100 degrees. And sometimes it gets even more than that. 120 degrees is still 120 degrees. Just because it's not humid means you're not sweating like crazy, but it's still hot. Just put it this way. People go outside and they die. Like that's how hot it is. People take a walk outside and they perish. Doesn't matter if the heat's dry. Never actually seen it. I only know the song because of watching Stranger Things. Oh, The Neverending Story is a great film. It's definitely not a great film. It's definitely a nostalgia bomb film. So you'd probably watch it and not have any attachment to it. When people ask, do you have warm weather or cold weather in Australia? The answer is yes. Yeah, but like, what do you consider cold weather, 7bot? Like when you say it's cold out, what is that to you? Let me ask you this question. Have the boogers in your nose ever frozen when you walked outside for 5 seconds to take the garbage out? If the answer is no, then you haven't really experienced cold weather. Because until your boogers freeze, you don't know anything. It's 100 degrees where I'm at now. People walk outside and die in both summer and winter here. Right. Just saying. But you're less likely to walk outside and die when it's like mild. Originally from Minnesota, so I know all about that. That's what I'm saying. Don't hold them like that. One of my favorite clips from Family Guy. Stop holding them like that. More like roulette where it's 30 degrees and then starts raining. I'd rather have that. 90 degrees is pretty hot for most people, but for mathematicians, it's just right. It is. It is. It's a good one. It's not the best joke I've ever heard, but it is a good one. I want to ban him. Steve ban him. Oh, man. I got a lot to do at work today. It's going to be a busy day. What's the best joke you've ever heard? The best joke I've ever heard is the Dave joke. The Dave joke is without question the best joke I've ever heard. When you have to find out you have etonus, I don't know what that means. Etonisic? Iowa and I hate corn, not corn important. Sirkin, what's up, dude? I created the Duff stuff inside of our Discord, exclusively meant for Hillary Duff chat. It was exclusively for you, actually. Sorry for bad spelling. Yeah, I don't understand. There's one word that I don't know. When you have to find out you have to pack, probably to pack. You have to pack 2 sets of clothes, one for rain and one for heat because it's unpredictable. Gotcha. Honestly, I would just wear one set of clothes that can be both. Like, go get yourself one of those pairs of pants that you can unzip, and then when you unzip it, it becomes shorts. Those are the coolest pants. I think Hefty probably had a pair or two of those back in college, honestly. And when all the girls would be like, what are you wearing? He'd be like, they're my zippers. What are you talking about? Just crack the cipher. I deciphered it. I deciphered it. Celesteela. So in 2 days, we get to 700. That means in 20 days, we'll get to 7,000. Never heard anything that genius in my entire life. This is what I'm here for. Baby, this is what you came for. It's been revoked. Yeah, man. I don't know. Played Dungeons and Dragons last night. TPK'd my team. That means that the players that are playing in the game got killed completely, but they actually didn't get killed completely. It was a lot of fun. It's also been 1 week.
About a week ago.
It sure has. Worried about your mid-leg protection. I always worry about Hefty's MLP. I want Hefty's MLP to be taken care of astutely. Hefty is the best egg in the carton of all time. Hefty's My Little Pony. Yes. His mid-leg protection, My Little Pony. Razzie, I don't know if you were here earlier. Do you have an Aldi near you? Razzie, do you have an Aldi near you? Razzie, is there an Aldi grocery store nearest to you? You just got pwned. Total pwnage. Pwn sauce. Aldi's nuts. Nice. Razzie, is there an Aldi next to you? Sorry, hang on. Is there an ALDI grocery store nearest to you? Is there a German-run grocery store based out of Batavia, Illinois that happens to also be present inside of the place that you are nearest to, residentially speaking? I don't think people are ready to give up jorts. Why should they? I love jorts. No, bummer. Okay. Never mind then. German. Bingo rules. Where the heck did that come from? I have 2 near me. Amber, supposedly on Wednesday, so tomorrow, Aldi is going to be selling mini tins of Paldea Fates or Paldean Fates, which is kind of crazy if true, but apparently it's in their ad for Wednesday. So if you have an Aldi near you, make sure that you jump in there. Gordo content can go in there too, Sirkin. That's okay. Just remember, it's got to be safe for work. Safe for work content. I think that's from our Scarlet Violet race. I think it actually might be. So, yeah, if you have an Aldi near you, I would go check it out tomorrow. It's a grocery store? Yeah, but sometimes they have really decent deals on some stuff. I got I got some good plush, like all these plushies back here came from Aldi, as well as they had some tins of, I forget what it was. You said tomorrow? Yeah, it's supposed to be the 26th. But like all things, you'll probably have to get there right at opening, because I guarantee to you the scalper community will be there. Grocery store that sells TVs. I mean, Walmart. Tins of tuna. Tuna tins. Bumblebee tuna. Yeah. But I already told my sister, who I think is going to the Aldi near them, that if they have them, buy them all. Buy every single one of them. Walmart is a shopping center. What is any store but not a center where you shop? I told her to buy every single one so I can repost them on Facebook Marketplace at an insane markup. Nah, just kidding. I'm going to open them all. Not you making your sister scalper? No, it's not scalping if I'm going to actually open every single one of them. I'm not going to sell a single thing. I'm going to open them all. Aldi sells everything. It's true. Aldi actually, it's interesting. Aldi has $3 bottles of wine, and they're actually really good. But they also have like bourbons that they sell, and one of their bourbons has won awards, like for the best bourbon, which is crazy. It was years ago now. I don't think that they've won in a while, but there was a time where they won. Kind of neat. Not scalping if you let someone else buy it. It's also not scalping if I'm going to open them. Scalping does not mean buying out an entire store stock. Buying out an entire store stock is completely fine. It's buying out an entire store stock and then immediately flipping to resell it at a higher markup. That's a scalper. But if you're like, I want all these and I'm going to open all these, there is nothing that stops you from doing that, nor should there be. I encourage that. Go in and buy every single thing a store has. Support businesses. That's great. Depending on the products, it could be a convenience store, general store. That's true, Baja. That's a good point. That's a good point. I wouldn't say that was fine. Yeah, I do. I understand why people might disagree, but I take no issue with that. If someone is in front of me and they're like, I want all this, I'm going to open all this. This is my opportunity to get it because it's very difficult to get, and they take it all. Okay, fair. I should have been here earlier. But to do that and then resell it, that's when you become a scumbag. But I sincerely hope she takes all of it. Every last one of them. Because I want to open those. They're a great set. Paldean Fates is an awesome set. I don't know the value that it necessarily has, but the cards are beautiful. I ordered a box of the Japanese ones. So my brother-in-law each have a box of the Japanese Paldean Fates. The rules, what's up with the, if you type E, I'll time you out instantly. It's just important to know. What's the secret ingredient in Jigglypuff soda? What is the Jigglypuff soda? This is peach flavored sparkling water. So my guess is peach. Secret ingredient is love. I also like buying up all the stocks so children can enjoy them. Their parents should have been there earlier. If I'm going to also enjoy it, who cares? Like, what does it matter if you're a child? That's silly. Got the Fart Shiny Gardevoir from that set. Such a beautiful set. It really is. What does being a child matter? This feels very elitist to me. Just because you were there first and could afford it, you're taking the opportunity away from other people to experience it. Sure, but I'm also getting to experience it. Right? Like, I'm just as entitled to experiencing it as someone else is. There's nothing that prevents me from doing that. That's what I was saying. I agreed with you. Oh, thanks, FD. Like I said, I understand the other side of the argument, Carly. You're definitely right. There's certainly validity to what you are saying as well. I just don't feel the same way. But I understand the other side of it. I do. He's just glad that kids aren't getting them. He doesn't care if someone buys out the stock or what they do with it. He just doesn't want children to enjoy things. Classic Hefty. Classic Hefty. Classic Hefty. But yeah, what Carly's saying is also, there's, like I said, there's a ton of validity to that side of it as well. I didn't have Pokemon cards when I was a kid. Why should they now? Exactly. The collector doesn't get them, a scalper will. Right. Right. I'd also like to point out, okay, I'd also like to make one statement here. That a kid, like think about when you were a kid. Did you care whether or not you were opening Shrouded Fable or whether you were opening, you know, you don't care. You don't care. You just are happy to open Pokemon cards. So the actual like caring about a specific set and wanting particular cards and getting them for yourself, that's not really a kid's MO. Right? I cared. Razzie cared, but I didn't care if I was opening anything. I just wanted to open cards. Like that was fun. Today I'm a little bit more choosy about what sets I want. So when Paldea, like if this was a set that I didn't care too much about, I wouldn't go out and buy them just for the sake of opening it. Kids can have that, right? I don't care. But this is one that I genuinely like. It's very difficult to get. It's very expensive to find if you are not buying it at retail. Right, like I feel like I should have some degree of entitlement to be able to purchase as many as I'm able to reasonably do, because this is something that I enjoy as well. So it's a messy subject. Pokemon cards were never supposed to be this complicated, yet here we are. You got to play with dinosaurs as a kid. Now they're extinct. Oh my god, look at this. Look at that. These cards do look beautiful. They are. I only cared about what Pokemon was on the pack art. Exactly. Oh my god, this one has a Clefairy on it. I don't want that one, but I will go ahead and get this one. Or I guess it was a Wigglytuff. It wasn't Clefairy, right? Wigglytuff was on the fossil set. Or Jungle. Wigglytuff was on Jungle. I don't remember. Jungle boosters were cool though. All right, 760. So what are we at? Little less than 300. 12 away from 300 total seen today. 150 resets in about an hour. So a little less than 150 resets in an hour. So what would that put us at? 200 right there. We're at exactly an hour of live streaming. Well, not an hour, a little less than an hour. That's pretty cool. We need to act like we want something else to the scalper shift. That's true. I'm huge into Lorcana right now. Actually, I think there are Lorcana scalpers as well. That won't work. I'm really big into Digimon. Digimon. This is the Digimon revolution. Yeah, Lorcana's got some valuable cards too. It is all over. That's true. I think it's probably because Disney prints the heck out of it. Digimon's hard to find too. I'm really big into A-Drive's Celestial. Is that the name of it? A-Drive TCG. Elestrals. I'm a big Elestrals guy. Honestly, it's kind of sad that the company didn't, that the Shiny didn't intrude as soon as you started clowning on kids, right? I know, it would have been a great clip. This is all the company's fault. This is the environment they created. If they didn't want this, they would make pull rates so low. Make all cards equal rates and there'd be no issue. It's true. I'm not a scalper. I'm a profit opportunist. Yeah, that's what all scalpers say. I like Monster Rancher better than Digimon. I remember Slime Rancher. That was a fun game. Big into Zoo Meta. Meta Zoo. Digimon has a new game coming out. Don't do that one. Time to go back to work. Good luck with the hunts. Yo, Reed, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. So is Elestrals really like that bad? I don't know anything about it. Don't hate the play, I hate the game. No, I hate the playa. I definitely do. I do. At the end of the day, people are paying these prices. They are. That's also accurate. Also accurate. Digimon's getting a digital card game. I feel like I'm entitled to hate both the people, both the player and the game. I have that. I'm allowed to do both. I don't have issues. I really don't. Like, I know all the things I talk about, but I genuinely don't have issues with people buying out stock. Like, that's fine. And holding it and then selling it when it's no longer available. My biggest thing is when people buy out stock and immediately flip it for that instant profit. That's what bothers me. That's what I have the biggest issue with. I'm good at finding stuff. Even I can't get Pokemon cards. Yeah, it's because bots are destroying it. Bots are destroying it, and people who want to literally make a quick, like, $20. Some people are not making anything on this. I don't know what the whole deal is, but it is what it is. Eventually, it'll flatline. People are willing to buy at that price. Who's really at fault? The scalpers. The scalpers. It's what I was saying to Chem Nation yesterday. Is that what's happening is that the scalpers are creating a false sense of demand. There's not true demand, there's a false demand for these things. Because true demand, if it existed, Nintendo or whoever prints these, whoever has the rights, so I don't know who it is. I don't know who has the rights to it. They would be printing enough, which they are, to account for this. They see that there's an issue and they immediately say, we're going to be printing more. But the reason that they're printing more is because the scalpers are the ones who are creating this false urgency and this false demand for what it actually is. The demand is obviously there. No, it isn't. That's the thing. Because the average consumer isn't going to go and buy 20 ETBs. The average consumer is going to go in and buy maybe one, maybe two, right? You're not going to go in and spend $2,000 on ETBs. No, of course you're not going to. So this is inflating what the actual demand looks like. The demand in the true primary market is not there. They're creating a false sense of demand in the secondary. That is the difference. That's the exact problem that's existing. So why is Pokemon or whoever prints these cards saying we're going to print a ton more? It's because in their mind, there is this demand. That's not actually what's happening at all. It's not what's happening. So there's lots of people who are responsible. Local card shops are responsible because they are also charging scalper prices right now or market prices, which they shouldn't be. Stores like Target and stores like Walmart and stores like Costco are at fault because they are allowing people to buy multiples when they really shouldn't be. Some of them are starting to limit that a bit, but like, the fact is, there is not the sense of demand that actually exists. This is fake demand. This is not legitimate. And that is the problem. That is why there's such an issue right now. As soon as the market stabilizes and recognizes what the true demand is, Pokemon cards won't be difficult to find, but people are oversaturating their purchases. People are killing the actual demand because of it. That's what's important. And that's what scalpers are really ruining more than anything. It's a bummer. It's a real bummer. The fact that scalpers have bots that cause product to sell out instantly, product would not sell out instantly without bots. It wouldn't. It would exist. People could actively get it. They can't. The average consumer of Hillary Duff cards will buy them all. I would. You know who South Park would blame? Canada. There was like 1 million people in the queue at Pokemon Center yesterday. I bet were bots, of course. Okay, look at this is how messed up. I was in the queue and I got kicked out because there was suspicious activity on my computer. It said that I was resetting too fast or something else. I hadn't touched it. I had it up. I was in meetings. Like I hadn't even touched it. I was just trying to get in. No, nothing. So it's ridiculous, man. Like it's a ridiculous time for a hobby. And it should never be this way. But it's truly because people want to make a couple bucks. Again, I don't have issues with people buying and holding. I don't. That's fine. That is literally the concept of an investment, is saying I'm going to buy this because I think it's going to be worth more later. But to buy physical product just to flip and turn it around in days, that is literally just putting a stranglehold on the market of a hobby that people should be able to enjoy because you want to make a quick buck. And that is where I take issue. But listen, I'm not buying from them. So it is what it is. It's part of it. I had to wait 5 hours yesterday just to look at plushes. I don't know. The only like quote unquote scalper that I will buy from is when I buy Japanese cards or Chinese cards. I'll buy those at an inflated price because I don't know how else to get them. So cool. Like I'm paying a premium for that because I'm choosing to buy secondary language cards that I don't really know. So that's on me. That's on me. I'm paying definitely more than what they're paid for, but I have to get them from a reputable seller from Japan or China to get them here. It's going to be part of it. Life's contentment fuels demand. Happy people spend more seeking experiences and goods that enhance their joy. Satisfaction drives consumption while discontentment stifles it. That was a lot of words. A lot of words. Could you like dumb that down? Could you dumb that down to 7:54 in the morning, Brandon? We're bringing Furbies back. I loved my Furby. I had one of the second gen Furbies. That thing was super cool. I never had a first gen Furby, but the second gen was neat. Except for sometimes it would like speak to me in the middle of the night. I remember one time I went to sleep and I put my Furby on the I put the Furby on my TV stand and the Furby was like this. Okay. This. Upper half twist around and look at me. So its feet were still facing the other way, but the upper half managed to split and turn around in half. And it looks at me and it does like its blinking thing. And then it goes, I am going to kill you. And then I threw that Furby way out the window. I hope some kid didn't pick that one up because that's bad. That was a dangerous time in Furbyville. Beanie Babies better than Furbies? They were. This is a prayer our teacher made us say at video games club. I'm the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. My controllers weren't working, and if they were, you were playing dishonorably, and if you weren't, you were playing with no skill, and if you were, that's no fun to play that way, and if it is, you're not fun to play with. Amen. That was a prayer that your teacher would do. Your teacher just prayed about you being booty cheeks at video games. Joy fuels spending, contentment lift demand, but mood and economy impacts buys. Thank you. I was able to finally look at plushes, and Stuffle does not have a tag on its bum. With Pokemon Center... Wait, why would it have a tag on its bum? Is that a thing that it would have? Oh, I should check my track-a-lacquer. Prismatic Evolution tins were in stock at Walmart. Darn. Darn it. Darn it all to heck. Because it has a tag on its bum? Bum tag. Oh, does it actually? I don't want to change my password because I don't know what my password is and it's really difficult to get in. I change my password. I don't know. All right, here we go. It was right before a video game tournament. How does he not know this one thing about this minor Pokemon? Yeah, how do I even know this? What's wrong with me? I have an issue, clearly. How would I not know such a thing? Notifications, yeah, but I don't get email. Email should be on. Nothing there. Well, Hefty, he killed his computer. We got to give him a little bit of patience here. How come I can't change my dang password on this stupid website? I'm logged in. I'm at my profile. I have my first and my last name. I can change my subscription. Other actions. Sign out of your. Why is there no change password? Why is there not simply a change password? And then when I forget my password, it doesn't come to me. I don't understand this. I don't like this website. Website drives me crazy. I'm full of vitriol. Love that word. Vitriol is one of my favorite words. Genuinely, I love the word vitriol and vitriolic. Great words. Vitriol. You sure your password wasn't Duff related? No, it was generated by like my old computer, which I don't have access to anymore. So like, it is what it is. Seems like a lot more. Yeah, man. I don't know. Dang. I figured this thing was going to shine early. I don't know. I just had a gut feeling, but it's taking its time. So they're just focusing on my resets. That's all right. I think we're actually going to end soon. Razzie is about to start his 3-year anniversary stream. 4-year anniversary stream? 3-year anniversary stream. And I want to try and support that as much as possible. So we might end here relatively soon just because I want to be able to give him all the hype. It's a big day. 3 years as a streamer is a long time. Yeah, 3 years. That's right. I was going to say, I couldn't decide. I couldn't remember if we're at 3 or 4 years, but yeah, 3 years. But 3 years as a streamer is big time. So he's going to be doing shiny hunting basically all day. And showing a little bit of love, a little bit of support is always a good thing. So we might head on over that way here. All right. Yeah, we'll take it up to 8:30. Not 8:30 a.m. 830 checks. We'll take it up to 8:30, and then we're gonna head over to Razzie's stream. Because like I said, he's got his 3-year anniversary, so we want to make sure that we give him a little bit of love, a little bit of support. Couldn't go to school today, so I was able to be here. Wait, why couldn't you go to school? Sick? Not feeling well? If that's why, I hope you're continuing to feel better. But thank you guys so much for 27 likes on the live, 28 likes on the live, and the 2 new people who subscribed. Super appreciate y'all. You guys are absolutely amazing. It was sick. Bummer. I hope you feel better. And then just one quick shout here, you guys. We got Spinda Day coming up on Thursday. We're going to be hunting for a shiny Spinda, and anybody else who has the ability to hunt for Spinda should join in, because Spinda Day is going to be super sweet. We're going to see what forms we can all get, post the forms in Discord, and then vote on the best one. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna send y'all over to Razzie. We're gonna call it a day. Go support him. But if anybody needs anything, you can find me in Discord. We'll be back at it tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do Celesteela or we'll do some other hunt. I'm thinking about possibly doing a Goldeen hunt in Pokemon Let's Go. No, Spinda's not in Sword or Violet. Yeah, you guys take care. Let's go give Razzie our love, support, and excitement for his 3-year. We'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. Possibly Goldeen, possibly Celesteela. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. Sweet. All right, let me just redirect you guys over there, and we'll head over that way. Bye. See you guys.